Oh my gosh. Hi. Apparently I am live. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let me make sure my microphone is turned on. Yes, my microphone is turned on. Amazing. Okay, here we go. Let's see. We're going to give this a little bit. Oh, should I maybe put on my headphones just in case? No, let's not do that. Okay. Hi, guys. I'm getting set up. I'm getting my food ready. Choo, 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 choo. We're going to give people enough time to get alerted that this is happening. So we'll probably get started at 7:05. And then in the meantime, I'm going to share this. Hello. Oh, I can see my mom's on. Hi. Hi, Mom. Look at that. Supportive mother. This is what I'm asking for. Oh, you know what I need to do? Yes, let there be light. Oh, is this a little too much? Maybe that's a little too much. Just like a soft light. Ugh. There's a lot of options here. I want like a nice soft yellow light, but I don't have it. So this is what we're dealing with right now. You know what I want? I want to know if ooh, okay. Okay. Not bad. I'll take it. Oh, thank you for saying that my hair looks adorable. I'm pleased. I didn't do much work, as we all know. I don't style my hair very often, but I am wearing wax, so that's exciting. When you guys get here, say hi. I want to say hi to you. Okay, cool. Oh, hello. Hello, Zachary. How are you? Thackeray Binks. Bill Nye to you. That is a deep cut inside joke. Okay, so we're going to give people a little more time. I'm 100% sure that I double posted this on Facebook, but you know what? People need to know twice, and that's fine. Okay, so what are we going to do tonight? We're going to eat together. Well, maybe not. You maybe have already eaten or it's too early to eat. I don't know. I'm not going to make any judgment calls about your life since you're kind enough not to make any judgment calls about mine. But I will be eating. And what I'm trying to decide is whether or not I should eat this ice cream first because it is definitely going to thaw very quickly. But I'm also not trying to eat the ice cream first. My mother raised me correctly. You don't necessarily have dessert first. Oh, Valar. No, I'm not going to be able to say it, but hello and thank you for bringing me ice cream soup. Yes, that's right. Hello. Hi. Oh my gosh, there are names that I cannot say and I feel bad already. But Awais, maybe. Hello. We have our first question of the evening and we're coming in hot. Oh, hello, Troy. Hi, Troy. I'm happy to see you. Troy, if you guys remember on season 2, episode 7 when Kate is playing on her little iPad game thing. That was something that Mr. Troy designed for us, which was really cool. People are already asking the big questions of, is there going to be another season? I promise that I'm going to talk about that. We're going to like ease into that. We're going to ease slowly but surely. My goal is to go 30 minutes. So by the end of this 30-minute session, we will have answered that question, and I promise. Now, one of the questions that I got asked pretty early on is if I have a husband or boyfriend. I do not currently have a husband, boyfriend, wife, girlfriend, life partner. That's not the vibe that I'm bringing to my life right now. So, now you have that information. Oh, I got an extra like from that. Okay, well, yes, I'm glad somebody is a fan of me not dating anyone. Okay. So I got us food, which, by the way, I am so sorry. Requested tteokbokki, which is spicy rice cake, and I had every intention of getting that. And then there were some technical problems that were happening behind the scenes, and then all of a sudden I looked around and I was like, oh, I definitely do not have enough time to go get that. So instead I got Thai food. But I also my friend Tweet requested ice cream, and so I got myself Chunky Monkey. Ooh, where am I from originally, Bethany? I am from Texas. I was born in Texas and then grew up in Virginia, and I've been in Los Angeles for the past 8 years, which was a shock to me. I have to be completely honest. I just didn't think I would be here this long, but I am, so that's nice. Okay, do you guys want to see what food we're going to have? Oh, man. I'm excited because we got something new that I haven't had before from my favorite Thai food place, which will remain nameless. I have shrimp cakes. They smell really good, by the way, and I am super hungry. All I have had to eat today is a protein shake this morning, and then I had some coffee, and now I am thinking to myself, like, I'm hungry. Now is the time to eat. So we're in a happy place. And then I also got some satay. Listen, nobody try and police my pronunciation of words tonight, because they're not going to be great, and we're just all going to deal with that. What's my day job? Do I work in TV? I do work in TV. I work for a writer, and I also write, which is fun. Oh, Tweet. Yeah, that's right. Tweet, what's your favorite ice cream? Because you just blanketly said ice cream, but you didn't give me any specifications. So what are you into? Okay, let's see. Mint chocolate chip. Good taste. I like it. I'm for it. Bethany, what do you do? What's your day job? Where are you from? As I'm getting this set up. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so excited about this. I'm going to eat a little bit of this right now. It's chicken. Oh. Whoa. I'm going to try and not get up in your ear while I'm eating this. But just know that I am hungry and I am happy that I am eating food right now. Okay, so people did ask me questions ahead of time that I want to answer, because it was so kind of you to all ask questions. I have a whole document for you. I prepared for this. When I was working in a cubicle with people around me, they used to make fun of me for how often I sing. It is definitely because I am uncomfortable with silence. So that's why I'm here now. Okay, so tell me about your day. What's happening over there, guys? I want to know what was the most exciting thing that happened to you today, even if it was a little excitement. You ate dinner, but I'm making you hungry. I'm glad. What did you have for dinner, Mom? Bethany made a podcast. I love that. Here Be Monsters on KCRW. That's so awesome. Oh, thank you, Bethany. It means a lot to me that you watched it. Oh, good morning, Calico Cat. And now I am making you hungry. You should eat breakfast. We can eat together. I'm gonna have. Oh my gosh, this thing is definitely already ice cream soup. It's already happened. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so Bianca Herrera asked a question as we're like getting started. She asked a question earlier. Oh, but hold on, wait. I want to know. Let's see. People are responding what they've eaten, and I'm excited about it. Okay, meat and potatoes and bacon grease green beans. Oh my gosh, my mom makes amazing bacon grease green beans. Let me tell you, bacon grease green beans, which is really fun to say, they are amazing. That and her chicken dumplings and then paella. Those are like the three things that when I go home, I'm excited about. And weirdly, rice and beans. My mom makes a great rice and beans. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, good, Troy. I'm happy to hear that you are making your toy robots. That's exciting. I know I get to see some of them on Facebook, and I love it. I like that you like ice cream soup, but I have a texture thing that I definitely like the texture of ice cream. I'm getting up now to try and find scissors. That's what's happening. So enjoy. This is also like that thing is a mirror, but I get easily distracted. And so I didn't want to see it. Because if it was on in the background, I knew that I was just going to constantly be thinking to myself, like, is someone behind me? What's happening over there? Oh my God. I need a second helper here, literally just so to like open my ice cream for me, which is ridiculous. Thank you, Mom. I promise I won't run. Okay, so let's get started and talk a little bit about what's happening with the fat one since last we talked, and to answer some of your questions. I know some people asked me questions ahead of time, which I really appreciate because this is my first live stream and I was honestly not sure if I could fill a full 30 minutes. So we're together now, which is great. So I know tools aren't teeth. I'm sorry. So the question that Bianca asked was, what was my inspiration for the fat one? Which I really loved. And I don't know that I've ever talked about before. I remember laying in my bed, thinking about this friend group that I have that actually is the friend group that Kate has in the show. And I was thinking about these words that other people would use to define us. And it was making me sad, everybody's word. And then I was like, what is my word? What would people like if they were like, oh yeah, Katherine, the what one? And I was like, oh my God, would it be Katherine, the fat one? Is that the name that people would use to describe me in my friend group? I mean, obviously not my friends. I do not think that that's necessarily the way that they would be like, oh yeah, this one. But I had long hair at the time, so it's not even going to be like the short-haired one. And we do tend to have, oh my gosh, look, it's happening already. Can you see it? Okay, we're just going to do a little bit. Chunky Monkey banana flavored ice cream is delicious. So we do tend to, as a society, label people based off of what their physicality is first. Like that's how you would describe people. That's the first thing that people think of. So I have really been wrestling with this idea of how much of us gets to be ourselves versus how much do we owe to society and how much can society affect our view of ourselves. So those are things that I think about a lot. And then I decided that I wanted to go ahead and write the fat one talking about that. And also talking about, hopefully the fat one, you can use that word as it could be interchanged with a bunch of other words that somebody else would use in your friend group, where it's like, oh, are you the girl? Are you the black one? Are you the gay one? Like, there are all of these words that are supposed to be these things that define us, but actually we are way more complex than that. And that is such a surface level descriptor, and that there is this intense inner life that's happening within everyone. And that's what made me, I just went on a tangent because this is the way that my brain works. And I was like, how can I talk about this? And then also, how can I talk about a girl who is maybe only identifying herself with that one word and is viewing the way that her life is happening and the way people are reacting to her with that one word. And watching her expand out from there. So that way she's starting to realize that she is more than just that word. And also that other people are more than just their words. Like the word that I would use for Alan in season 2 is the hot one. And Alan is way more than just a hot guy. Like, he has a lot of complexity to him. And yeah, so I guess I can fill up 30 minutes of talking is what I'm realizing about myself, because that's insane that I went that long on that. So yes, that's the inspiration for the fat one. I'm currently eating ice cream. What are my other favorite web series? Bethany asks. I love The Gay and Wondrous Life of Caleb Gaio. I haven't seen that one. That's awesome. I'll definitely check it out. Let's see. What are my other favorite web series? Well, Brittany Nichols does anything Brittany Nichols does, I think, is wonderful, and you should go to her channel. She did a movie called Suicide Kale, but before that, she had a web series that I believe called Words with Friends. I think, Brittany, that was your web series name, but I'm not sure. So yes, I love her, love watching that stuff. But honestly, the people that I tend to watch are vloggers. I like watching vlogs. I like watching documentaries. I like watching people just being people. I think that is also which, Bethany, it would be interesting to see how you feel about this as a person who produces podcasts and has produced a radio show, where it's like, once you do that for a living, you kind of need to it's like off the table as a fun thing for you anymore, because you're so in your head while you're consuming that sort of media, because you're thinking about, oh, that person made that choice, and I bet this was a network note that someone got, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that watching web series is hard for me, but I will think about this, because there are definitely web series that I've seen that I liked before. I just can't think about them right now. Oh, chicken. So good. Let's try one of these fish cakes, or shrimp cake more specifically. And I have never had this before. So, oh my God, that's amazing. This was only $6, and I'm wondering how and why. There are like 5 of them in here. This has to be filled with something else besides shrimp, because this is so good. Yes, 100% delicious. So am I working on any projects right now? I am. I am hesitant to talk about anything. Okay, this is also maybe kind of will get us into a little bit about what's been happening with season 3. So there was a period of time where I pitched season 3 as a TV show. Or just pitched the fat one as a TV show in general. And I got these new producers, and it was totally wonderful. And we went to, like, we pitched at Weinstein before the Weinstein stuff happened. We pitched to Ben Stiller's company, and I got a meeting with FX, which was really cool. And all of these are really fun things. And if you're in Hollywood, you know that there are a lot of people that like to talk about making things, but aren't actually going to give you money to make things. And they want to know what your next thing is, right? Where it's like, oh, this is really great, but you own this IP. So maybe we should look at something else because we like your voice and blah, blah, blah. So That being said, there was all of this stuff that was happening behind the scenes with the fat one that I wasn't talking about because I was really afraid to fail in front of other people is really what it was. Like, I was really afraid to have to come back and tell you guys, I got your hopes up. This thing isn't happening, but it was fun while we thought it was. I don't know. It's just really hard to it's really hard to fail in front of other people. And the truth is I don't mind failure. I'm 100% on board with failure. The best things in my life have happened because I have failed at things. But I become very protective of other people, and I just don't want to get anyone's hopes up, I guess. And so then when the fat one wasn't happening as a TV show, I went in a big old depression. It was also 2016, around that time was when some of this was happening. So I was like already not in a good place. It was like 2016, 2017. So there was a lot happening internally. We don't have to talk about, like, clearly that's it was a tumultuous time period in America. That's all I'll say about that. So I slipped into a pretty bad depression, if I'm honest. And sometimes it can be really hard when people say, hey, I would love a season 3. I'm really disappointed that season 3 hasn't happened yet. Honestly, me too, for real. I love the fat one. I love the community that has surrounded the fat one. I think the people that have reached out to me with their stories, like, get me all warm and fuzzy inside, and I'll get really emotional. And like one time I was walking down the street and somebody stopped me and gave me a hug, who was a stranger, and that felt amazing. So all of this to say, am I working on something right now? Yes, actually, I've written a pilot that we'll see what ends up happening with it, but I really am incredibly proud of it. It's called Wolf Mom, and I say that it is Lorelai Gilmore. It's Gilmore Girls if Lorelai Gilmore was a werewolf. And that's my selling point of my weird ass mind. But I wanted to talk about what it's like having people in your life that you love and you care about that have stuff going on with them. So I'm being very vague because all of a sudden I got really nervous about talking about this. I feel like I'm just like giving a lot of a lot of personal information. And so then I was like, oh, hold on, wait, maybe stop, hold on. But yeah, so Wolf Mom is essentially me wanting to talk about what the gifts and curses that our parents give us and that are passed down from generation to generation, and how do we overcome them or learn to work within our limitations in a way that can stop cycles. So that is what that story is about. So I would love for that to get made, but we'll see. And this is the hard thing, right? So this is the reason why I've been so MIA for so long. We're getting another little bit of this ice cream soup. Has anybody seen Duck Soup? I saw that recently. The Marx Brothers. They're pretty good. Just saying. Oh God, no. I've leaked over my desk. This is horrible. Hold on. So, Duck Soup, ice cream soup, Wolf Mom. Oh yes, so this is one of the reasons why I've been so MIA, is because I don't know how much information people want to know. If they want to hear about all of these things where it's close to happening, but it's not really happening. And truthfully, I'm at a point in my career where oh my gosh, that's so funny. Somebody just asked, will there be The Fat One season 3? Love this series. Thank you so much. I talked at length about that for just a couple of minutes ago, and we'll talk about it more. So yes, so I'm at the point in my career where essentially I need other people to give me money to make things, is essentially where we are. And I don't want to do a Kickstarter for season 3. We'll talk about what would be really helpful in order for all of us to like work together to make a season 3 happen. I want to find financing outside of Kickstarter because it's just going to take way more money than we raised last time. Because that's the other thing that's really weird is like, I just, to be completely honest, like lost friends and went into a lot of debt from the first 2 seasons. And that's real. And that's a hard thing to talk about. So again, it's one of those things where people are asking for a 3rd season. It's like, God, I would love to give it to you. I'd love to have $50,000 to make a 3rd season. That would be great. I do not have that money. So yes, so I'm working on stuff. I'm looking at finding a new producer so that way we can go together. Yeah, I know, Mr. Troy, was that number amount the thing that made you go, whoa? Because like, yeah, I get it. Which, okay, look, we can talk a little bit about season 3. I was definitely planning to wait, but we're getting towards the end anyway, so let's get into it. So season 3, I definitely have an idea for and have started writing scripts already for it. I have always Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. I was like, I'll save half. That's so sweet. Yeah, and then I said the number. I know. It's an insane amount. So because we've had a line producer look at what it would actually cost to do the 3rd season. And the truth is, the reason why it would be that much is not because it's literally just paying people for their work. That's really what it would be. Because the first 2 seasons, people worked for nothing. And some people we did have in our budget to pay, which was wonderful. And season 1, we had a producer that paid for that. It was exactly $1,000, which is absolutely amazing. And she took that out of her own pocket and she made it happen. And I was blown away by that kindness. And that's so sweet. I'm thanking the universe for the funds. That's very sweet. We're going to keep, yes, I am thanking the universe for the funds too. Let's all thank the universe together for the funds. So season 2, we had a lot of people work for free and then we still went over budget. And that was hard. That was a really hard thing to realize that all of a sudden, because I was SAG-AFTRA, which is a union, that now we were in a different category of how we were making web series. And it's a lot of boring stuff that might be interesting to exactly 2 of you. So someday, if you want to know, we can talk about it. But season 3, what I am excited for it to be about, and this is something that Alex, my co-star, and I have actually been talking together about, which is really fun. So I've always known that season 3, in my brain, this has always been a 3-season arc. And season 3 was always going to be about how our parents are our first sort of entryway into teaching us how society tells us how to be. And I am very lucky because my mom has always made me feel like a champion as far as my looks. I've never felt shamed about them at all. So I feel like I'm coming into the world as this is so nice. I have to stop reading your comments, but the moment that somebody comments, I just want to pay attention. You're beyond amazing and you're going to get what you want. I'm calling it now. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Oh, it's Shannon, Mom. It's Shannon. Okay, so the what are we talking about? We're focusing. Can you tell that there's a little bit of ADHD in me? Have you also noticed that I have not eaten nearly enough food? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I just got involved and it's weird to talk with your mouth open. So then I stopped doing that. Anyway, okay. Season 3, I want to talk about how our parents are our first en routes into the way that we start learning how society is going to view us. And Alex and I come from very different backgrounds. So we've sort of talked about for our characters, because Alan and Kate come from very different backgrounds. And honestly, I've recently dated someone who came from a very different background than I did. And all of a sudden realizing that what his viewpoint of a long-term relationship was, and what my viewpoint of a long-term relationship was, are pretty different. And what is there a way for two people who come from deeply different backgrounds to find a way to each other, even when they have sort of set themselves up, or I guess their past has been set up to have them come at things from a very different perspective. So that's what I want to talk about, and I'm super excited about. So the Fat One season 3, yes, I'm interested. Let me tell you what is actually helpful for you guys to do, because I don't want to just be like, yeah, I want to do a season 3 and nobody can give me money and there's nothing that you can do, so let's all just be sad together. There are things that we can do. For example, one of the things that I am really excited about is unlocking YouTube Space LA. Out here in Los Angeles, there is there's like a facility that YouTube has that once you hit 10,000 subscribers, you can rent equipment for them for free. Like, you just check out equipment. You can be on specific stages. It's all of these free resources that are amazing for creators. Right now, we're at 4,000 subscribers. I 100% believe that we can get to 10,000 subscribers. That's something that we as a group can do together. And I have also been thinking that, okay, if that's something that we want to do, if we're trying to get our subscriber count up more, then I need to be making more content. So I am committing to making two videos a month. Maybe they'll just be little vloggy things. Maybe I'll get a creative hair in my butt and I'm excited and I want to do more. But I'm going to start making more content again, because I want to get our subscriber number up, so that way we can have a season 3. And there are ways to do this. The $50,000 amount is a big number that is attainable, and there will be a way to find out how to do that. But there are also things that we can do in order to find ways to cut that cost. And so that is what my big goal is now, is to find a way how to make a season 3 with a cast that I want to be able to pay people who have given me so much of their time and their talent and their effort, and to go forward and make a season 3. So I want to make a season 3. I'm excited about making season 3. Hopefully you guys are too. Enough that we can, that we can do that together. So subscriber numbers are the big deal. That's the thing that matters right now. So share this with your friends, man. And I'm going to make more content so that way it's easier for you to share with your friends. And maybe I will get better lighting so that way this is different the next time we do it. I don't know. You let me know how distracting this lighting was for you or not, because every once in a while I was like, is this weird? I can't tell. There are more questions that people have asked that I need to answer. So we're going to roll on through with those real quick as I'm wrapping up. So Andy, lovely Mr. Andy, asked, do you ever get to travel outside of the US? Yes, actually, I do. I lived in London while I was in college, and I am super, super excited about being able to live in a place that English isn't the first language. That's kind of my next place that I would love to live. But I also, I totally do travel outside the US. Earlier this year, I went to Singapore, which was amazing and an absolute dream, and arguably one of the best trips of my life. And it really solidified for me that I want to live somewhere where people speak more than just English. So I don't know where that would be, but yeah, yay, Singapore, yay. And let's see. Bethany says getting into the YouTube space totally makes sense. And honestly, that 50K number makes sense, especially for if you're committed to paying people for their time and talent, right? I know that's the thing, is like, people don't realize how much this stuff costs if you want to be able to really do it well. And the truth is, so yes, I definitely want to be able to pay people what they're worth for their services. And that's important. The other thing that comes along with that is it really helps to empower me to say, like, hey, here's what I want. Here's my vision. Because in the past 2 seasons, I've been incredibly grateful for people loaning their time, but they're loaning their time. So I have to skimp on certain things that I would like to do or ask for because I know that they are doing this at the end of the day as a favor for me or as an equal learning experience, which is again unbelievable. I'm just so grateful to people. So yeah, I do want to be able to pay folks for a lot of different reasons. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I answered the one about if I have a boyfriend or a husband. No, I'm not seeing anyone right now, and truthfully, I'm emotionally damaged, so that's fun. But I'm healing. Okay, so oh, my mom sent me questions that are so sweet, and so of course I'm going to answer them. Uh, okay, hold on one second. I realized that when I click to the other thing, all of a sudden my internet gets wonky. So, uh okay, she sent me a lot of questions because I was really afraid that no one was gonna send me questions, and I love her for that. So I'll answer the 2 that I find the most humorous, which is, "Your face skin is so beautiful, what's your secret?" Well, having you as a mom is half of the secret. It's, a little bit of that Puerto Rican blood, I'm a white girl that has the added bonus of, Hispanic bloodline. Um, so a little bit of that, and also, I don't really do much for my skincare routine. Um, I don't do much for my skincare routine, which is maybe will come back to bite me in the butt, but I wash it. I wash it. That's what I do. And I moisturize with a Trader Joe's oil-free moisturizer. Oh, and then I had the fat ones. Yes, the fat one is a series that I wrote myself. It totally is. It's just me. I'm just the person writing it. Um, my co-star Alex, who we didn't know each other before we did season 2, he was just an actor that I hired, and we ended up really creating an amazing friendship that I feel really lucky to have found. He and I have been sort of shooting back and forth ideas to each other for season 3. I came to him and was sort of like, "Hey, would you want to do a season 3? Like, are you available for a season 3? And like, here's what I've been thinking, and what do you think?" And so we've just been a lot of us talking about what has been happening in our lives and with the relationships that we've been having, and as we are getting older, the more complicated feelings that we have about being in romantic relationships. Oh, the other sweet thing that my mom asked was, "What does your inner child want to do that you haven't allowed it yet?" And this is such a good question. And honestly, she sent this to me early, and I didn't come up with an answer yet. Um, I love that question so much. I don't know. What about you guys? What's like a thing that your inner child wants you to do that you haven't allowed yourself to yet? Uh, oh, let's see. I mean, I think dancing is always something that brings me so much joy. Um, Oh, Mr. Troy says make a feature-length film. I know. Actually, I'm gonna be in a well, I don't know if I should say this because I don't know when it's gonna come out and what's happening with it. It's not my project at all. But I have a friend that wrote a part for me in his feature, which I don't know when it's coming out. We're in the process of still filming it now, but it's called Bakersfield Noir. And it's amazing to watch independent filmmakers do what they do, and how ragtag you have to be, and how much you have to like ugh, beg, borrow, and steal from other people to make it happen. It's so crazy. Um, yeah, so when I have more information about that for you, I will let you know. In the meantime, you can Follow me on my social medias. Oh, this is important. Look at this. Look at this drop that's happening right now. Follow me on social media. Hold on, wait. Focus. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Follow me on social media. Katherine, not IRL. That's Katherine, Katherine, not in real life. Do not forget to like this video. If you are not already subscribed, you should definitely do that. Why? Because we're going to hit that 10K subscribers. We're going to hit that 10K subscribers. We're going to get into YouTube Space LA. We're going to get a Fat One Season 3. That's what the game plan is right now. We're all in this together. Have I lost my mind? Maybe. Oh, let's see. The Greatness of Mary asked, what type of content will you be adding to your YouTube channel? That is a great question. I think I'm going to definitely start off with some vlogs. I'm going to keep it low key because I've been doing a lot of writing and working on a lot of stuff that is paying me. So I want to be thoughtful about making sure that I can keep up both sides of things. But the other thing, like I've written a couple of little short stories that would be pretty easy to make on my own into something that I'm really excited about that I don't know if I should tease yet or not. But one of the things that I've been playing with is my content and dialogue tends to be pretty grounded. So I've been exploring a lot of sci-fi and horror and fantasy series because I think it's a really fun juxtaposition between the way that I normally write dialogue. And so to find people who are really grounded in fantastical situations I'm interested in. Obviously, those are really, really tricky to produce. So I want to be thoughtful about that. But I'm trying to find fun ways to bring that in a low budget space of how would that get made? Because I think it's really fun to just like have two people talking in the middle of insanity. There's something interesting about that. And I just want to stretch myself. Also, if you have ideas, please tell me. I'm not above accepting ideas. Aw, good. Thank you. I will do it. And thank you so much, Melissa, for for congratulating on me and my success and that you're excited for me. I'm excited too. And Mr. Troy is holding me to it. I know. We should try and do something together because I know that you're like a fancy pants person that can do fancy pants things. I don't know what we can do together yet, but like, let's talk about it because I'm in a better place than I was before. And so now I accept help. That's real. Oh, okay. Let's see. Are there other questions before I move on? Okay. So I'm going to do the last question. If anybody else has any questions, get them in now because I'm about to ask the last one. And while I'm going to ask the last one, I'm going to eat some more of this ice cream soup. Okay. I know that's a high quality content you want. I'm sorry. Okay. So, last question from Jerry. Jerry asks, what are things that are making you happy these days? Which is such a sweet question. A lot of things are making me happy. BTS. If I don't talk about BTS, all the people that know me in real life are going to be like, what? You're not being real right now. Oh, hold on. Wait. I said BTS and the camera went out of focus. Yes. Oh. Should I get closer? Great. So yeah, BTS is Bangtan is a Korean pop group. Well, I don't know. There's a big debate on if we're calling them K-pop these days or not. But oh yes, that's right. So yeah, BTS is this band that I found a few years ago, and it's, I have now traveled to New York and Singapore and Las Vegas to see them, and I feel really grateful to have found something that opens me up more to the world and connects me with all of these amazing friends that I feel so grateful to have. I'm assuming, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm assuming that Calico Cat might be Alicia, maybe, who's my friend in Singapore, who has been yeah, there's a group of women that I feel really lucky to know, and I would not have met them if it weren't for my love of this fun, weird band. And now I'm meeting, oh, good, it is Alicia. And now I'm meeting even more people because I'm learning Korean and have had language exchange friends that, I don't know, they just opened up my world. And watching them in concert. And then I also got to see Hannah Gatsby, a stand-up comedian, recently, who was amazing, do stand up where she's talking more about, I don't know. I guess what I'm excited about is that I'm finding more and more that people can support and be excited by kindness and thoughtfulness and curiosity. And those are things that I get really inspired by, and I'm super, I don't know. I want more of that in my life. I want more of that in my world. I want more kindness, curiosity, weirdness, all of that. So I'm finding that there's a lot of great content these days that makes me feel really joyful, and yeah, and video games. And I love video games always. Mass Effect and Dragon Age. Cannot wait for the new Dragon Age to come out. I romance Solus. So everybody just know that that's the choice that I made for myself, and it's really hurting. Okay. So, guys, I'm so happy that we got to do this together. I feel really grateful that you came and hung out with my weird little brain. If there are times that would be better for you in the future, let me know. Oh, thank you for saying I have pretty eyes. When I do that, are they still pretty? I don't know. But thank you. This was just so joyful, and I feel really grateful. So our big things that we're working on together now are getting that subscriber count up, and I'm going to put more content up more often, so that way it's easier for you to share videos and be like, isn't this great? But also don't be afraid to just share what's already up. Okay. I love you guys. Please keep in contact. Tell me if you want to do this again, if this was fun for you, and I'll talk to you later. I love you. I'm ending the stream. It's happening.